I'm Robert Bexley, managing partner at the law firm of Bexley & Deloach, nonprofit legal professionals located in downtown Lawrenceville. We possess the skill and expertise to provide a wide range of legal services to all of Georgia's amazing nonprofit and faith-based organizations. Bexley & Deloach is here to make our services work for your charitable purpose. If your nonprofit requires any legal assistance, please contact us at 770-689-6006 or go to www.bexleydeloach.com.
Hello, everybody. We're back. I'm back. We're back with Giving Back to Gwinnett at the beautiful Sonesta Hotel. Our sponsor, Bexley & Deloach, they actually did a couple shows, which is really cool, talking about what was going on with all this fun stuff. Like I said, we're back, and I have some really great guests with me today, so I'm looking forward to this. I have Amanda Hayhurst with Kidney Donor Match. How you doing, Amanda?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I'm back.
Good. Yay.
And I have Jarrell Jones with Feed the Streetz Foundation. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Again, this is great. You know, there's so much going on right now. We need some good stuff to happen. You guys do some stuff that you know people need to know about. So, because I like to go ladies first, I'm going to talk with Amanda regarding Kidney Donor Match. Tell me, how did you come about with this?
So, a couple years ago, September of 2018, I was at my son's Taekwondo studio. He was testing for his black belt. And my baby at the time was getting fussy, so we went to the side of the room, and that's when I saw a flyer of a woman. She had been on dialysis for 8 years. She basically had no kidneys. She had polycystic kidney disease. She was a single mother. And as I was reading her story, I got so emotional thinking about this woman who desperately needed a kidney donor. And as I was reading it, I really felt God calling me to do it. And I knew before I finished reading it that we were going to be a match. So when I finished reading, I saw she actually was the same blood type. So I tore off the little number at the bottom for her nurse, and I called, and I just started the process. And as I went through the process, I learned a lot about all of those people waiting on the wait list. There's over 100,000 people waiting on a life-saving kidney donor right now. So going through it and being able to donate, I really wanted to do more. And I created a website, kidneydonormatch.org. And so we basically tell the personal story behind every number on the wait list. So every person that registers has a profile. And if you're interested in donating, you can check out our site and read about these people. And it's my wish that a story will call you to donate.
I'm going to stop you 1 second. Wait a minute. So this started with the flyer.
Yes.
And you donated a kidney.
I did.
Talk about taking your job seriously. But no, that's just phenomenal. And then you not only did that, but then you took it to this next level.
Yeah, I did.
So to help others that need it. And yes, there is a long list. I actually, a friend of mine, one of his family members needed a kidney. And I went to the test, and it comes back, and my numbers or whatever, I don't know all the medical terms, but weren't where they needed to be. Mm-hmm. So they gave me a little extra time to do it again. I did it again, and I'll be honest with you, the lady kind of scared me because then she pretty much made it sound like I needed one. Which, thank goodness, wasn't the truth. Yes. But what it was, I went to my doctor, and when he checked it out, it was the fact that I needed to keep both of what I had.
Right.
So, I would love to have done that to help someone else that needs it. So now, how does it work? How can people get involved? Do you create a list that they're on a donors list to give, I guess?
If you are on the wait list, there's a lot of people that are, you can go to the site and register, and it's free to register and create a profile. So I would make that ask if you're on the wait list. If you're just interested in learning more about living kidney donation, I would encourage you to check out our site. There's a lot of really great content on there. And if you want to create a profile, and you can then at that point browse other profiles. If you find someone you're interested in donating to, you just click a button, and I get an email, and then I walk them through the donation process. Also, something that I would encourage people to do is check out our Facebook page and share these stories. So I post a lot of their stories on my social media, and the more we can share and get the word out there about these people and their stories, I think the more we'll be able to solve the kidney crisis.
So now the Facebook page, it's Kidney Donor Match.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Does a donor and they meet?
It's really their choice. So Von Schell and I met because I went to her house and I told her in person. So I was like a stranger in her living room waiting for her to get home. Her daughter took me. By the way, I didn't like break in. Her daughter took me.
That's good to know. All right, good.
And I was sitting there like in this dark living room, in the stranger's house, and I told her in person. It was right around Christmas.
Oh,
it was so special. She claps my arms. We just cried and talked. And so for me, yes, we talk. I talked to her this morning. We're really close.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, literally, you guys are connected no matter how you look at it.
Literally.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool that any and all recipients and the donor meet. Mm-hmm. Because that just, there is, like I said, there's a connection. You guys, there's forever.
Absolutely.
So that's just, do you have connections with hospitals? So when somebody says, hey, I want to donate, and boom, and then you can kind of fast track it and say, I got this donor and that wants to do it for this recipient.
Yes. So most transplant centers will have an online portal that you can go to. And so I just do the legwork for them and I send them the link. And so usually it's an online process where they have to fill out medical information. So I just connect them with the transplant center. In Atlanta, we have Piedmont and Emory.
Okay. Now, I mentioned that there's a test. So if somebody goes on there, wants to donate, can you set them up to go to get that test? I won't describe it. It's not a lot of fun, but anyway. It's not painful. Don't get me wrong.
It's not painful. Yeah, the transplant coordinator will walk them through all of that.
Yeah. And then because then they got to wait for the results to come back to make sure that they are a match and that they are okay themselves.
Yes.
So, but they can do all that getting started via your site.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm asking this because people are going, I'd like to do it, but I don't want to go through all the red tape crap.
I know. Exactly. And I've gone through it, so I can help guide them and answer any questions that they may have. But I started the process in September, and I found out in November that I was a match. So it was a couple months, and I'm glad because I needed that time to really process. If I, do I really want to do this?
I'm about to give up part of my body.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see why would you need to think about that? Okay, so give me the Facebook page, website address, everything, how they can get to you.
So it's kidneydonormatch.org. So not .com, but .org. And the Facebook is also Kidney Donor Match. I don't have like an Instagram or anything right now, so it's just Facebook and the website.
Okay. No, that's enough. And then may I give out your email address?
Absolutely.
Okay. It's Amanda Hayhurst.
And the number 1.
At gmail.com.
Yes.
So you can even email if you have questions. Yeah, guys, there are people that, need this. And there are a lot of you out there that I know are willing to give this. Mm-hmm. So that's awesome. Now I'm going to come over to my next guest here. Feed the Streetz with a Z Foundation. Got to make sure you tell that people because, otherwise, they're going to put an S in there. How did you come about doing this?
Well, I came about it in 2017.
Okay.
My life wasn't never a hard life. I just wasn't happy.
Gotcha.
And I was dealing with a lot of depression with things I had going on as far as just wanting to do better, wanting to improve myself. And I ended up trying to commit suicide.
Oh, man.
And luckily, not even luckily, it's a blessing that the gun jammed. Wow. And right after that, that's when I found out, take that back, 2 weeks after that is when I found out one of my close friends was homeless. And he never showed, any signs of homelessness. He never showed any signs that he was, worried about his own personal life. And I was with him just about every day. And when me and my friends would ask, we can drop you off, can we drop you off? He would always say, no, just drop me off at the bus stop, I can get myself home.
About that time you found out, there
That's
are people that got it worse than me.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And afterwards, 4 or 5 months after that, unfortunately, he ended up committing suicide. So that's what made me more so go into wanting to help the homeless. I always help the homeless,
Right.
But it made me want to start my own thing.
Take it to the next level.
Right. And his name was actually Z. So that's why
Gotcha.
Feed the Streetz, I spelled it with a Z.
That's cool. That's awesome. That's a tribute to your friend.
Definitely. I spelled it with a Z. And then I had another friend, unfortunately, this past November of 2019 that, committed suicide due to homelessness. And at this point, I felt kind of guilty because I didn't share my testimony. So I feel like if I would have shared my testimony, they would have still been here today.
Right.
So that's what.
Now's the time to share that testimony, my friend.
So
I mean, that's why we're here to talk about that. I mean, the misconception is homeless people are just worthless. They're lazy. They don't. Right. That is not the case at the heck all. I mean, you got so many that are veterans, but you have so many that just went through, granted a very bad case, but a hiccup in their life, and that's kind of where it took them. So they need somebody like you to help, and I am really damn happy that gun jam.
Absolutely.
I am really happy, man.
Absolutely.
I'm an emotional person, so I'm trying to keep and that's the reason why those tissues are here, because, I've hit rock bottom myself. Okay, we've all hit, everybody at some point, if they have it, they're going to.
Right.
And, you got to hit that bottom to basically leap back up.
Right.
And you went at it with a vengeance, man.
I did.
I mean, tell me how Feed the Streetz Foundation works.
Well, we get together. There's a lot of young people in the foundation. I say maybe in their 20s. A lot of college students.
Knocked me right the heck out of there, didn't it? Appreciate you.
But it just it's a lot of college students. I try to get people,
No, I agree with you. You got to get them involved. I mean,
right.
Yeah. No.
I try to get them involved. That way they can see that other people are struggling, to see how they got it, how other people have it, and we come together. We pretty much do everything our own. So we go out, get plates, napkins, forks. Family members, they pretty much donate the food for us and cook it for us. We go out, set up tables along the sidewalk at Hurt Park, downtown Atlanta, and we just feed.
I guess your donations of food comes from your family?
Right.
That's extreme.
Yep.
In a good way. I mean,
definitely.
That is, it takes a village.
It does.
And that's taking it to that level. Again, if there's a need elsewhere, somebody came to you and said there's a group in Duluth, let's just say,
okay.
You guys would be able to, with enough planning, maybe do something like that for folks?
Definitely. We would definitely be able to put something together, even, partner up with someone. And we're always open up to it. And we actually have a campaign called Streetz Groceries, where we deliver groceries to families in need. So once you go on the website, feedthestreetsfoundation.com, and they fill out the form, wherever your address tell us to go, that's where we go and deliver groceries.
Wow.
So we're pretty much all around. So
okay, now where do the donations for the groceries come from?
Family.
Again, wow.
Family. And a lot of people also from our church.
Okay.
Willing to donate as well.
That's awesome. Now, have you reached out to the grocery stores themselves? Unfortunately, I'm sure they get, they probably look at you like, you're like the third person within the last 20 minutes, I'm sure.
I have, and I haven't been successful with reaching out to them. I was told once because of my age, but I don't let that bother me.
No, your age. The supermarket told you that?
Yeah, I'm young.
Again, don't throw it in my face, all right? I know you.
But I don't let it, bother me. I just keep going.
Well, you're young, but that shouldn't be a hold up for a store not helping out.
Right.
So what? You tell me where you went. They told you too young. I'll go in there and we'll see if they tell me I'm too old.
Yeah.
I'm open, and he knows I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Mike knows. Mike's like, yeah, Tom will. But because again, more people need to be involved.
Right.
This is again, these folks need it. They've hit a rough road.
Right.
Such as yourself. You hit a rough patch.
Definitely.
Okay, and now you're up and moving. Any friends of mine who have restaurants that I know have very big hearts, if there's anything you guys can do, please let me know, and or we were going to put out here the contact information for Darrell, but let's do some stuff here. I'll help. I'll be involved. I mentioned to you about a group called North Georgia Bearded Villains. The name scares people. The look's kind of scary. I refer to them as the other group that's going to, if you're in a dark alley, you see these guys, you're going to scream, you're going to faint, and you're going to, think you're dying, and they're going to come rescue you. All right? Scary looking, hearts of gold. And they would love to help with feeding, you guys are, and if there's anything on as far as an event.
Yeah, I think a big part of our mission right now is just getting the word out there that there are all of these people that are on the wait list, and just educating people too that you do only need one kidney. I honestly didn't know that going into it. I actually thought that you couldn't even drink after donating, but that turns out that that's not true either.
That's
so.
the liver. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, wrong organ, right?
Actually, a couple times when I was talking about, I said, "Yeah, I got liver donor coming on." I was like, "Wait a minute, no, that don't work."
Right. You kind of need that one.
Yeah,
Only got one.
Yeah, they always give you. That's why they give you a spare in the kidneys.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah, so you got a pair of them. You only need one, or like me, you need both of you. So how else can we help? All right, help you to help. That's what, because I mean, what you're doing out there is you're helping those that need. Okay, and we know that, you know, in order for you guys to do your great work, you need them. So aside from the, you know, everybody's always looking, you know, money, cash donations, but if somebody owns a vegetable stand, for that matter, a grocery store, restaurants, is that the ones you'd like to get in contact with, or like to reach out to, or
It's
get this word
definitely
to?
people that I would love to, have conversations with and come together as far as grocery stores, because everyone needs to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if anybody even have unwanted clothes that
Okay, close. Gotcha.
they don't want, we would love to, collect clothing donations, because homeless people, unfortunately, they always need clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's something.
Especially
that
during
we
the
need.
winter time, it's really
Right.
good. Yeah.
And even, blankets and coats is always a need for homeless people.
Is that men, women, and children as far as the clothing goes?
It is.
Okay.
And I'm glad you said that, because I went downtown last week. I was just by myself, and there was so many people out there mothering kids that's homeless.
All right, those of you that are listening right now, and those of you that listen to this later on, we need clothes. If you have any clothes for men, women, or children that you can donate, please go to our Facebook page, Giving Back to Gwinnett at Business RadioX, because we've got to help. All right, we all got to do our part. What we're dealing with right now sucks, but it's what it is. So, but we got to remember those that still need. On that note, with somebody else is probably saying, "Oh, I'd love to give a kidney, but right now I don't want to get the COVID-19."
Right.
Right.
They really make sure that ain't gonna happen. I'm sure.
Right.
So, guys, get that fear out of your head too. Okay. So, do you have a Facebook page?
I do.
All right, and it is called
Feed the Streetz Foundation, and that's Streets with a Z
Streetz with a Z
at the end instead of an S.
Okay, and website
Website is feedthestreetsfoundation.com,
.com
and that's with a Z or an S.
with a Z. Okay, so it'll go. Okay, yeah. 'Cause
It'll
some
take
people.
it'll take
All
the
right.
same one.
What about you, there, young lady?
I think you did a good job for being out of it for a couple months.
I do too.
You hear that, Mike? You hear that, Mike? Yeah, go ahead.
You
He's
should
gonna
keep
hit
him
some.
around.
I saw him over there. He's like, I gotta find me something here to do. So, well, what you guys are both doing is fantastic. I want to do what I can to get the word out. Like I said, I'll have it on there on the Facebook page, both my personal one and the business one. Also, my wife and I, we all want to try to help as much as we can. So when I get home this afternoon, I will be going onto both your websites, and we will be donating $100 to both of you.
Oh, thank you.
To help out.
So sweet.
And let me know if anything I can do to help. Same with you, Drill. Let me know any events. I will definitely if you want me to put you in touch with those guys, North Georgia Vita Villains, I'd be happy to do it. It's really cool. This is how this worked out. I mean, both of you, your reasons for getting into what you got into, you can't really draw a line there. I mean, you
Right.
just, that's getting into your work. Getting into that's the passion right there. I mean, giving your kidney and hitting rock bottom and turning tragedy into something good.
Right.
God bless you both.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for both being on the show. And I will take care. Like I said, I'll make that donation, and we'll put the word out.
Awesome.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having me.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me as well.
You got it.